All right, here we go. It is the first game of the West Regional for Wayzata here. Wayzata in their whites against Mahtomedi in their blues. Teams are the same colors, royal blue or navy blue, gold and white. This is Winfield across the blue line for the Trojans. The shot is blocked into the corner. It is a little bit of a new look here on the forward lines. It's Moldy with Sauer and Winfield here. Sauer battling in the near corner. Now Mahtomedi will gain possession behind the goal. They go D to D. Now they break it out. And they're going to send it the length of the ice. That should be an icing, and it is. Face-off here to the left of the Zephyrs goalie. Now it's the Kirshner, Colmenero, Hendricks line. That's the same as when we last saw the Trojans on the ice. This is going to be Colmenero stealing one at the blue line. Now he's going to send it deep and try to go to work. Throws a hard hit there in the corner. Mahtomedi clears it to the boards. Stolen by Kirshner. Now it's Colmenero in front. First shot for the Trojans is steered aside at the right post there. Now a hard shot gets through from Naraki at the point, and then a diving attempt by Kirshner, and he sent the puck across the crease, and it didn't go in on the rebound. That puck was trickling in behind the goalie, and somehow not in the net. Nice effort by Kirshner. Now it's Colmenero to Kirshner in front. 1-2 jabs at it there.
Now, Tommy!
Now there's a little battle in front. Typical after the whistle stuff. Wayzata goes hard to the net, and Mahtomedi took offense to that. Let's see what happens here. I think Wayzata's going to get one here. Just Wayzata. Maybe not. Let's see. Wayzata's got 2 going to the box. Mahtomedi's got 1. So we're going to come out of that with a short-handed situation.
2 minors versus
Gotta be, yeah. 2. Oh, no. Never mind. We're even up. 5-on-5. Probably not a bad idea to take a couple from each team and make sure cooler heads prevail here. So now it'll be a little bit of a new look line here. It's Peterson centering Pyle and Kurtz. It's Kurtz trying to get it to Pyle in front there. Now here come the Zephyrs outside the zone. They'll dump it in. Weekly and Davison back defensively for the Trojans. Davison reverses it to Weekly. It's knocked off his stick. Davison with a nice alert play there to stick it into the corner. And now Mahtomedi spinning and firing one towards the goal, but it's harmlessly into the far end. Now a nice pass by Kurtz up to Pyle. It's down the left side, and he gets hit hard, and Mahtomedi is going to get a penalty on this one. Good hustle there by Pyle, and he was hit hard down in the corner. I think maybe they got him from behind a little bit. Maybe a roughing. So Wayzata will get a power play out of this one for 2 minutes. They did get him checking from behind, and we'll see if it is a 2-10, I think. Yeah. So 2-minute minor and then a 10-minute misconduct for the checking from behind, and then Wayzata power play. This is Pyle at the point. They'll leave it for Moldy. Now up to Johnson. There's the shot right on. He had both Colmenero and Peterson in front, but the goalie had a good look at it and was able to gobble it up. Face-off is won back to Pyle again. He goes around one. Now he's in the top of the circles. Now he goes down low to Colmenero, who came over to his backhand. Pyle maybe had a chance to fire that one. He sent it down towards Colmenero. Peterson now behind the goal, and Colmenero gets it up top again to Pyle. We'll play catch with Johnson. Moldy now. Johnson trying to set up Pyle over on the side. It's there. Had to sort of step into that one. The pass was a little tough to handle. He got a shot on, but a save, and now a battle in the far corner. It's Peterson, Moldy, and Colmenero over there. It's going to come out to Johnson. He keeps it in at the line, sends it behind the goal. Moldy trying to chase. Peterson after it now, sends it back down to Moldy, and Wayzata controls it again. Here comes Moldy. Around the net, pass up to Pyle in the high slot. His shot I think it went off Colmenero and into the corner, and now Mahtomedi will send it down for an icing with 38 seconds remaining in the power play. Kurtz wins that face-off back to Naraki. He's got some space and a tip in front. It was either Kurtz or Sauer that got a deflection on that. Nice save by Mahtomedi. Sauer now comes on the near boards, gets it to Naraki. Allstad out there on the point with Naraki, and it's stolen by the Zephyrs, and they'll get it across the red line. Now they're a little bit of a shorthanded opportunity here, but it's knocked into the corner, and Winfield will grab it for Wayzata. Nice little move there around one. Winfield across the blue line. Into the slot. He shoots him off the crossbar. Nice play there by Winfield. Naraki back for the Trojans now, and a good back check by Winfield. Kurtz will grab it. Mahtomedi upended Schoen in the net there. No call, and then two Mahtomedi players ran into each other. And now one is dumped behind the play. We play on, and now it's going to be Colmenero chasing a loose puck into the Zephyrs' end. Wayzata getting a change behind the play here. It's Kirschner, Hendricks, and Colmenero. That full line is out there now. Battle along the boards. It's going to come to Weekly. And now Mahtomedi will bring it into the Wayzata zone. Good play there by Weekly. He'll send it over to Davison going rink wide. He's got Hendrick on the wing here. Hendricks coming in. Colmenero up high, looking to pass it and kind of dribble off his stick, and now it goes into the far corner. Kirschner lays a little bit of a check there, and Mahtomedi is going to get it outside the zone. Good stick by Weekly to interrupt that play. And wow, there's a two-handed slash by Mahtomedi in the neutral zone. And Hendricks now is going to chip it down on goal, where Mahtomedi will jump on it and freeze it. We'll get a face-off to their goalie's right. Referees chatting about something here. Only three, and that we get to the playoffs and we go down from 4 to 3 referees. I don't know what they're talking about. There was a lot of junk behind the play here as the play came into the Mahtomedi end. There was a Mahtomedi player knocked a Wayzata player down, and then there was a slash at center ice. I don't know if they're just trying to settle these two teams down or what. I think all they're going to get is a stern talking to here as opposed to a penalty. I don't know. I've never really seen anything like this. Referees just taking a little break here, talking to each of the coaches. They may have kicked somebody out of the game. Seems that way. I don't know. Yeah, Mahtomedi player looks like has been ejected here. Now they're explaining it to the team captains. Is it possible to eject a player but there not be a penalty? Like, that seems weird. Shouldn't there be like a 2 or a 5 minute penalty or something? Oh yeah, some kind of bench minor. But so maybe that is what's.
Well, they have
No.
one guy in the box.
They do. That was their. They have a guy in the box from the 2 who's serving out the 10 minute. They've got 5 players on the ice. Wayzata has, I think, a power play unit on the ice, so Wayzata is expecting a power play here. Mahtomedi, though, has 5 players, so they're not expecting to be shorthanded. Bizarre. All right, now they are opening the door. It looks like Mahtomedi, I think, is going to get a 2 minute penalty out of this. Some speculation.
Very odd.
Yeah, very odd. Some speculation that something happened after that last whistle. Like we maybe stopped and sprayed their goalie a little bit, and somebody came over and said something to the Wayzata player. And it's a 5 now. 5 minute major. Wow, okay. So that was 5 in a game for number 58 that nobody else really even saw anything happen. So that's a little strange. So we'll take it. It's a 5 minute major. This is Pyle. Colmenero in the corner. Peterson in front. It's Johnson on the near boards along with Moldy. Moldy's going to turn to the boards. Peterson grabs it. Johnson now. Back towards Peterson. He's in the middle. Shot just to the right of the goal there. Maybe looking for a tip. And now it's going to come around to the other side, and nobody home for Wayzata, so Mahtomedi will have a chance to clear. And now look out. They've got a couple of blue shirts back there. But nothing comes of that shorthanded, so Wayzata will have a chance to regroup behind their own goal. So it's Johnson for the Trojans. He's got a little space now, carries it through the neutral zone and into the Zephyr's end. Now he'll put on the brakes and set it up. It's back to Pyle. Now over to Moldy. Far side, and a nice pass by Moldy over to Johnson, who had crept down from his spot up at the point. Beautiful play there. Nice pass by Moldy and a good shot by Johnson, and it's 1-0 Trojans. And of course, with the major penalty, that means we're still on the power play for another 3 minutes and 53 seconds. Center ice draw now. It's Alstead with Naraki. Hendricks there on the left wing. He's going to send it down behind the goal. Kirshner chasing. He'll get to it. Gets it to Sauer. Sauer fed it in front. It went off a skate, but only blue jerseys there, and they were able to clear it outside the zone. This will be Alstead behind the goal for the Trojans. Hendricks into the zone. Officially, it's Johnson from Moldy. No second assist on that goal. Zephyrs now bringing it across the blue line, and they'll dump it in offside. All right, it's Johnson in control for the Trojans. Leaves it for Moldy, gets around one and then knocked down, and refs are calling this one very tight. And Mahtomedi is going to get a 2-minute minor there for interference or tripping, something like that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Wayzata getting the benefit of some calls here in the early going. We'll take it. So now a 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes. Still 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in the original 5-minute major. Faceoff comes to Johnson. His shot is blocked and now held at the line nicely by Pyle. Still got it under control here. Right in front, Pyle shoots it and saved at the side of the net there. Nothing comes of that, and it'll be a face-off to the right of the Zephyrs goalie. It's Colmenero controlling behind the goal. Gets it up to Johnson, and they set it up. Johnson right into the top of the slot there. Rebound is cleared away into the corner, and now Mahtomedi will have a chance to get it out of the zone, and they do. Now carrying it into the Wayzata zone. Plenty of white jerseys back there to steal that one away. Mahtomedi getting one fresh body out there. It's going to be Moldy across the blue line. Goes all the way behind the goal. Knocked away from him and up to Pyle. Johnson now. And I think Colmenero is standing in the blue paint down there, so we're going to get a Wayzata in the crease, and that should come outside the zone. Face-off now comes right on goal and frozen. We'll get another face-off, this time in the Mahtomedi end. Draw is going to come back to Johnson. Still 5-on-3 here for the Trojans. Johnson walking in, gives it to Pyle for the hard shot. A one-timer is saved. Right back to Pyle on the rebound. Now it's over to Moldy. Moldy's going to try to draw it through and take the shot. Mahtomedi blocked it right in front. Now it's Peterson to Pyle. Pyle with the shot. Rebound. Sitting in the crease. Jammed at by Peterson. Goes in behind the goal and now cleared by Mahtomedi. Moldy back with speed now, right down the gut, leaves it for Colmenero. His shot is saved with the blocker. Comes to Pyle now. He gets it over to Moldy, looking for the one-timer. He fans on that one, and Mahtomedi able to clear it to the line, held nicely by Cam with the glove. Now he'll slow it down a little bit. Walking into the top of the circle, low shot is saved. Nice job by the Mahtomedi goalie here. I've got 15 shots on him already. It's Colmenero now up to Pyle. Over to Johnson for the one-timer. That goes wide. Mahtomedi now has one player back, so it's 5-on-4. Colmenero looking for the front. Tipped in behind the goal. Peterson will gather it in. Johnson now. Now Johnson will take the shot. That's blocked by Mahtomedi. All things considered, a good kill here by the Zephyrs. They're about to kill off killed off a full 2-minute 5-on-3 and most of the 5-minute major. Wayzata did get 1 goal. Now I think the Trojans are going to get too many men on the ice penalty here. So it's 4-on-4 for 17 seconds here, and then Mahtomedi is going to get a power play. There's the first shot on goal, and Schoen back there for the Trojans makes the blocker save. Now Schoen sends it into the corner, and it's Naraki for Wayzata. Now officially shorthanded. Mahtomedi gets their 5th guy back on the ice. It's Alstad for the Trojans, hounded by Mahtomedi. And now the Zephyrs have control of it here, and they'll try to get it set up for the 5-on-4 man advantage. Shot there right on. Nice save by Schoen, high off the shoulder. Goes into the corner. It's Naraki. Rings it around the near boards up towards the point. Kurtz tried to chip it by, held in at the line. Kirschner there battling too. And now Mahtomedi controlling it down on the goal line. A shot there that Schoen has to steer into the corner. Now it comes to the near side, and now a shot goes high and wide, looking for the short side. Naraki for Wayzata. Collision there. Naraki gets the better of that, and he's just going to fire at the length of the ice, and we'll be able to get a line change here. That'll be an icing, so the face-off will come back to the left of Schoen. Moldy on the draw here. He's out with Weekly and Davison defensively. Sauer is our other penalty killer up front. Nice job here by Weekly to get it outside the blue line. Mahtomedi will have to regroup. Now they're across the blue line, good at the line. It's Davison. Taken away by Mahtomedi, and now they'll have a chance to set it up here until they fanned on a play at the point there. Now a nice job by Sauer to grab it. He gains the red line and fires it behind the goal. Good forecheck here by Moldy, occupying the puck and several Mahtomedi players. Now he briefly had Colmenero there, but winds up sending it behind the goal. Wayzata full strength. Good job by Moldy to rag the remaining time on that penalty. Winfield out there now joining Colmenero and Kirschner. Davison to Winfield. Across the red line. Across the blue line. He's slowed up at the line. And battle in the far corner now. Winfield's still there. Colmenero will help out. Mahtomedi comes out of there with it. Nice stick there by Kirschner to poke that one away. And now I think we're going to get another call against the Trojans here. A hooking call against Kirschner. Now we're maybe starting to see some makeup calls the other way. After a bunch of Mahtomedi penalties early on, now Wayzata has taken the last 2. So shorthanded again for the next 2 minutes. Draw is won by the Zephyrs. We'll send it down around behind Johnson there for Wayzata. Rings it around towards Moldy. And Mahtomedi is going to come away with it there. Nice aggressive play by Johnson there. Not letting Mahtomedi have much space here. Turek now for the Trojans, along with Johnson. This one's going to ring all the way around towards Eli. He's got a little step here. The puck finally gets to him, and now he's around one in front. Went to the backhand, and it's just wide. Good hustle there by Moldy to make a chance out of that shorthanded. Now it's Mahtomedi across the line, stolen by Pyle, tipped away from him, but Moldy will have a chance to get it outside the zone, and now it's Pyle across the blue line. He's knocked down there. Nice play here by Naraki to anticipate that pass, and he stepped in front of it, and it comes to Pyle, who intercepts it. He goes down on his backhand, tipped away from him into the corner. Peterson pursuing. Now it's Naraki pinching. Nice job there by two Wayzata penalty killers to waste some time here. It was Peterson and Naraki. Now Mahtomedi with a little chance across the blue line with less than a second to go, and Odin has to make a big save right at the buzzer, and that's the end of one with Wayzata ahead 1-0. All right, puck is down on period number 2. Wayzata will start things off here with the I guess we're shorthanded still. So it's Peterson with Colmenero. This is Davison and Weekly. Now a hard shot right on there, and a nice save by Schoen. As Mahtomedi managed to get a shot right from the hash marks. Good save by Schoen. I had briefly forgotten that we were still shorthanded, so still 17 seconds to go on the Kirshner minor. And it's 5-on-4 for Wayzata here.
I'm back.
It's Johnson in the corner. 2 Zephyrs trying to get the puck from him. Nice job here by Cam. Wastes some time along the boards. Now it comes to the point for Mahtomedi. They'll set it up briefly here. Johnson again on the aggressive kill, knocks it away, and here's Wayzata full strength now. Winfield chips it up towards Moldy. Moldy into the zone. Bottom of the circle, winds around on the backhand, tried to stuff it in. Went off the side of the goal, cleared to Johnson, and his shot goes wide. Sauer now controlling. He'll cycle it down for Moldy. Collision there. Moldy looking for Winfield out front. The centering attempt was knocked away, and here comes Mahtomedi outside the zone, and that's going to be an icing. All right, Kirshner now with Hendricks and Colmenero. I think we're finally back to some normal line now. Naraki falls down at the blue line, and hard-charging Mahtomedi player there shot it wide left of Schoen.
21's their guy.
Yeah. Now a chance on the side of the goal. That one goes wide, and Wayzata has a chance here to clear the zone. Kirshner's able to get it out. Naraki back there. He tries to send it up the boards, and it goes into the player bench. We get a face-off. So this is Peterson out there with Pyle and Kurtz. Davison behind the goal. Gets it up in the direction of Peterson. It's just past his stick, and Mahtomedi will have a chance there to clear it out to the neutral zone, and it's brought back in offside. Pyle controls it, gets it back to Weekly. Weekly will gain the red line, and now he'll send it in. Peterson down there in the corner gets to it first, gives it to Kurtz. Kurtz looking for Pyle, but that quickly neutralized as two Mahtomedi players closed in on him. Now it's a shot from the point by Davison. Pyle got a knee pad on that one. Now it's Pyle from the side of the goal. And the puck's going to come up towards Davison. He pinches it in, but Mahtomedi was able to chip it off the boards. Nice job by Weekly to turn it right back in, and now he gets it deep. Good effort there by Weekly. Kurtz chasing behind the goal. Centered it, but nobody was home. And Mahtomedi sends it out to Davison off the boards. In the neutral zone now it's Kurtz. And he's going to get a slashing call for that. They are really calling it tight. Knocked the stick out of the Mahtomedi player's hands. That's a tough one. Just trying to make a play to knock the puck away. If the player manages to hold on to his stick, they wouldn't call it, but knocked it out of his hands, so it's a slash. So it's Moldy with Winfield up front, Turek with Johnson defensively. Now battle along the boards, and Mahtomedi is going to have a chance to set it up here at the near point. Shot looking for a tip in front. It ended up going into the far corner and then rang around all the way to the point. Mahtomedi will gather it behind the goal here. Turek back there for the Trojans. Now it comes to the point. Off a stick there and right to Moldy. Moldy looking for Winfield. Nice play. Winfield one-on-one here at the line. Weaving, trying to find an angle to get a shot off. That one's deflected off the side of the goal. And Mahtomedi now carries it across the line. They'll get it, try to get it set up here behind the goal. Nice play there by Turek to anticipate that, and he's able to clear it out, and now here's Moldy with a little bit of a chance. There's one defenseman back. Moldy puts on the brakes now, and he's going to leave it for Winfield. Winfield feeds it across in front. Johnson was on his way to the net, but winds up coming to Mahtomedi, and they'll break it outside the zone. Back check here by Colmenero. Shot there is blocked, and it comes to Johnson. He goes around one and gets it to Winfield. Between the legs, back to Johnson. Johnson weaving with Colmenero, leaves it. Colmenero at the dot, and then shot attempt kind of ended up looking like a pass. I think he was trying to shoot it. It dribbled sort of dangerously in front of the net, but Wayzata didn't have anybody there. Now it's Mahtomedi into the zone. Nice play there by Naraki. Mahtomedi had two guys in front of the net, tried to get it to him, and Naraki knocked it away. Now Colmenero rings it all the way into the Zephyrs end. Sauer now out there for the Trojans on this kill along with Colmenero. Alstead now sends it into the Mahtomedi end. Full strength for Wayzata. Now here comes Mahtomedi across the Wayzata blue line. Shot goes well wide to the right of Schoen's blocker, and now it's shoveled outside the zone by Naraki. Colmenero chasing. It's going to come to Alstad. Offside at the blue line. We got a center ice face-off here. It's the Kirshner, Colmenero, Hendricks line. This is Davison chipping it off the boards towards Colmenero. He sends it deep. Kirshner charging in on the forecheck there. Mahtomedi is able to reverse it. Now it's stolen briefly by Colmenero. Now it's in front of the goal. Colmenero, they're jamming at it. It's loose. And Tommy Colmenero goes hard to the net, and some fisticuffs after the whistle there. I imagine they're probably going to get them both here. Yeah. Get coincidental 2-minute minors for that one. So we'll stay 5-on-5. Teams haven't played more than about 3 minutes of 5-on-5 hockey in this whole game. Faceoff now comes back to Weekly. His shot is blocked before it could do any damage. Now it's on the far boards. Nice play there by Weekly. Good at the line, and Mahtomedi will regroup behind the goal. They'll ring it around to the near side. It comes all the way outside the zone for Davison. Weekly tried to chip it by his guy on the way into the zone, and it's picked off, and a nice play on the back check by Hendricks. Mahtomedi now carries it deep into their own end. Kirshner grabs it on the reversal. Now it's up to Weekly at the point, looking for Kirshner down low. Kirshner in behind for Hendricks. Back to the point for Weekly. Shot goes wide, just left. Now Davison from the other side. Kick save there, and now here comes Mahtomedi outside of the zone. Neutral zone, good at the line. They drop it back. This number 21 seems to be one of their more dangerous players. There's a shot right on, kicked aside by Schoen, and it's going to come to Peterson on the near boards. It's turned over at the line, and now here comes Mahtomedi into the zone. Nice save by Schoen, and it's deflected up and over the goal. Now Davison reverses it into the corner. Peterson up to Moldy. Moldy to Pyle in the middle. Pyle going to the backhand. Shot right on. Good save there by the Mahtomedi goalie. And it's Moldy now. Comes out towards the middle briefly, but it's Mahtomedi outside the zone. Cleared up towards Pyle. Moves around one. Pyle across the line, cuts to the middle, leaves it for Peterson. It's off his stick. Back to the point. It's Turek looking for Pyle on the back door. Deflected away from him, and now it's to Johnson. Pyle curling off the boards in the middle. Shoots it. Big save there. Is deflected up and over the goal. And Johnson tries to hold it at the blue line. It's knocked out to the neutral zone. Johnson now weaving into the Mahtomedi end. Handful of blue jerseys back there, but Johnson's able to occupy enough players so Wayzata gets a change here, and now a high shot by Kurtz from the point. It was going high just over the net. Now a shot by Moldy from the side. Good save there. Alstad now keeps it in for the Trojans. Moldy on the chase in the far corner. Mahtomedi is just going to ice it to relieve some pressure, and both teams will have a chance to get a change here. right, it's Moldy on the face-off here. Winfield sends it into the corner. Alstad pinching down from his spot at the blue line. Now Mahtomedi almost out. Nice job by Winfield to keep it at the blue line. Sent it towards the front of the goal, but it ends up harmlessly into the corner. Sauer now on the near boards. It's going to come to Alstad, held in there. He'll send it into the far corner. Moldy turns off the boards, off the middle. He fires a hard one right off the crossbar. A wrist shot there by Moldy, and now Winfield. He shoots, he scores! Nice shot by Winfield, curled out of the corner up to the top of the circle and buried one high over the blocker. Nice shot by Winfield. 2-0 Wayzata. Center ice straw here. It's Kirshner with Hendricks and Colmenero, Weekly and Davison defensively. Colmenero gets it down into the Mahtomedi end, and they're going to reverse it here and have a little space to get it outside the zone, looking for the long stretch pass. It's off a stick into the corner. Nice play there by Weekly, and it's Kirshner off the boards, held in. Now Mahtomedi with a high shot that goes over the goal. Weird deflection off the glass there, and now it's in behind for Davison. Kirshner gets it up to Hendricks, chips it by one, gets it up the middle to Colmenero. Now he's got numbers. He's got Hendricks going to the net. He drops it back to Kirshner. It's just off of his stick. Still controls, though, down to Colmenero. Back to the point. Turek over to Johnson. His shot looking for a deflection goes wide of the goal. Turek now, his shot is blocked, comes to Colmenero to Johnson. Another shot there right on is gloved. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off to the right of the Mahtomedi goalie. Face-off, one back to Alstad. Now Naraki trying to go around one. It's knocked away from him and down into the corner towards Pyle. Tried to do a little between the legs pass there out front. It's stolen, and now Mahtomedi is going to send it all the way down. Face off here again, controlled. It's Pyle at the top of the circle. Peterson's got it now, spins, shot right on. Rebound was deflected away from Pyle, and now Mahtomedi has a chance here. Kurtz trying to get in the way, but it comes back into the Wayzata end. Naraki with a little space here, gets it to Pyle on the right wing boards. Up the middle towards Peterson. He's got Kurtz on his left. Over to Kurtz for the shot. Good try there. Just couldn't get full power on that shot, and it ends up going wide of the goal. And now here comes Mahtomedi. Passes behind their player in the neutral zone. It'll go all the way down for an icing. Good shift there. A couple of chances by the Trojans. Winfield on the face-off here. Moldy got kicked out of the face-off dot. Winfield is able to win it, and now Moldy is controlling it on the far half boards there. Now steals it. Moldy walking behind the goal. Didn't know if he was going to try to bring it out front. Now it's back to Davison at the point. His shot had to avoid a potential forechecker and ends up going wide. Now it's Winfield looking to try to hit Moldy up high. It's knocked away, and Mahtomedi will have a chance to clear the zone here. They try the long rink-wide pass, and it gets by off the boards. There's a shot off the inside of the post, no goal. and now held at the line by Mahtomedi. They're looking in front for a centering attempt. A shot is deflected wide. Now Mahtomedi with a little life here on this shift, but now it's stolen by Moldy. He's got Winfield with him. Winfield across the red, shovels it down into the zone, and we'll get a handful of player changes here as Kirshner is now on. Turek with a nice hold there at the blue line. Now it does come back outside the zone where Johnson chips it up towards Winfield. Winfield off the boards where Mahtomedi will grab it, and now Johnson picks one off at the blue line. He's in for a shot and a nice glove save by the Zephyrs. Kirshner on the draw here. It's controlled by the Zephyrs and then held at the line nicely by Johnson. A high shot is gloved down. Knocked right back towards Johnson. He holds it in again, and now it's Kirshner. Mahtomedi now will send it all the way down. No ice. It'll be right on goal. Turek there for the Trojans. Up towards Hendricks. Off his skate and held at the line by Mahtomedi. Kirshner helping out. Turek still there. Now Johnson for the Trojans. Nice job there to shield off an oncoming body checker and take the puck outside the zone. Now it's Hendricks down into the zone. Puts the body on one guy and it comes up towards Johnson. Now chipped outside the zone by Mahtomedi. Come the Zephyrs across the blue line. They're going to be content to dump it into the Wayzata end, and they're going to get almost a full line change here, and now Kirshner trying to take advantage. He's across the blue line, just knocked away from him as he was attempting to make a play, and here comes Mahtomedi back the other way. Naraki back for the Trojans. Naraki gets a stick on it and a nice pad save by Schoen, and now it's up into the Mahtomedi end with Kurtz off the bench. He sends it around towards Pyle. Pyle behind the goal was trying to chip it over to Kurtz. Mahtomedi got a stick on that one, and now Kurtz will send it back in. Peterson behind the goal there. Battle in there, and he'll turn around. He gets it to Kurtz right in the slot. He shoots, he scores! Nice shot by Kurtz to bury that one. Peterson gathered it off the boards behind and fed it out front nicely for Kurtz, who buried it, and it's a 3-0 lead now for the Trojans. Kurtz from Peterson and Pyle is the official scoreboard on that one. 27 seconds left in the second period here. Peterson wins the draw back towards Naraki. Naraki will send it deep, ringing around the boards. Kurtz in pursuit. It's going to come up the sideboards towards Mahtomedi. They're going to chip it all the way out. No icing. Naraki back there for Wayzata. He's going to guide it into the far corner for Alstad, who reverses it back to Naraki. And Wayzata now up to Pyle with 2 seconds. 1 second. Flips it on goal. And that'll be the end of the second period. Wayzata in the lead 3-0. We'll get a resurface and we'll see you in 10 to 15 minutes. All right, here we go. We're back for period number 3. Starting out with the Moldy Winfield Sauer line. It's Sauer on the near boards, held nicely at the point by Turek. He'll ring it around towards Winfield in the far side. A couple of Zephyrs converge on him, and now it's stolen by Sauer at the line. He'll send it deep for Winfield. Winfield off the back of the cage. Comes to Moldy in the corner. He fends off a couple guys, puts on the brakes, leaves it back for Johnson. Shot there went just low and wide. And Sauer now in the corner, battling for it. Comes to Turek. Turek pinching from the point there nicely to keep it in. And now Johnson also pinching, and it's going to come outside the zone just over his stick. It's Winfield circling in his own end, looking for a pass. And now he'll ring it around the near boards here. It'll come all the way out to the neutral zone. Moldy at the blue line there. Must have held it outside the blue line because we were still trying to...
Like the unreliable roadie that you hired for your...
I always know that it's going to be like anywhere from 10 seconds to like a minute at the start of every period. All right, here comes Naraki across the line. His shot is deflected high off the glass. Alstad trying to hold it at the blue line. He does, but now it's... Mahtomedi almost had a chance there, but Wayzata was able to regroup in time, and now it's all the way back in the Zephyrs end. They'll go D to D, now stolen by Kirshner. It's Kirshner in front, he shoots, he scores! Clearing attempt by Mahtomedi there was intercepted. I think it hit a skate, and then it came right to Kirshner, who was all alone in front of the net, and he goes 5-hole, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Trojans. Great start to the third period. Center ice straw controlled by the Zephyrs in behind, showing out to play it for Weekly. Mahtomedi had it at the side of the goal there. Hendricks coming down from his spot on the wing to intercept that play nicely, and now he's in down the right wing side. Knocked away from him, Kirshner trying to grab it. Come outside to the neutral zone, Weekly. Colmenero now will send it in, dump in. Actually ended up going right on goal, left for the Mahtomedi defense. And now it's Mahtomedi down the left wing side here. Nice play by Davison to get back. Brings it around the far boards. A little shot right on there. Schoen had to be ready for that. Sticks it outside the crease area to Colmenero. Now it's Mahtomedi again, trying to gain control, but Weekly will jump into the play. He gets it to Colmenero, trying to go across the rink to Hendricks. Hendricks will chip it up towards the blue line, not out. And Weekly will regroup. Weekly to Kurtz on the left wing. Now it's going to come to Davison. He's bottled up by a Mahtomedi player, but is able to ring it around the boards outside the zone. That'll give Wayzata a chance to get a line change. Neutral zone here for Weekly, back into the Zephyrs end. Pyle on the chase there. He's going to get to it. Curls it up the boards, leaves it for Peterson. Now it's back down into the Mahtomedi corner. Kurtz for the Trojans. Knocked away from him, still battling. Peterson's going to help out. Now Kurtz kicks it out to himself. Nice job there. Fends off one guy looking for a pass to the point. It's Turek. His shot deflected, and it's Pyle on the side of the goal. Knocked away from him, and now Peterson in behind the goal. Takes his guy out and looking for something. Tried to get it back to Pyle, and it's in the corner for Pyle. And now all of a sudden the refs are letting him play. A couple of big hits to start this period. Now Peterson in the corner, tried to get it to Pyle. It's back into the corner. Turek. Peterson now. Turek. And finally it's going to come out to the neutral zone. Johnson for the Trojans. Curls into his own end. Peterson on the far wing. Pyle grabs it, and now he's down into the Mahtomedi end. He's down into the corner. He'll control it. Briefly trying to steal it away, but Mahtomedi grabs it and get it out into the Wayzata end where Naraki turns it back up ice, and it's Moldy in across the line, puts the brakes on at the top of the circle, looking for Alstad. It's just off the end of his stick and frozen by the Mahtomedi goalie. Maybe a miscommunication at the line there. Moldy fed it back, and I think both Sauer and Alstad were there, and neither one could control it, but we'll get an offensive zone face-off. It's one back to Alstad, over to Naraki. Shot between the legs of the defender there, right on. Winfield on the draw now on his backhand side. And he wins it back to Moldy. Moldy at top of the circle, tried to fire it. Came off his stick. Now it's to Sauer, over to Winfield for a good shot and a nice save there by Mahtomedi. Naraki intercepts a clearing attempt here, goes to the backhand, chips it into the Mahtomedi zone. Zephyr's out to center now. Naraki again for Wayzata. This one is going to be offside at the blue line. Weekly now for the Trojans to Davison, looking for Kirschner up the middle. It's tipped away by Mahtomedi, and now Hendricks gets in the way in the neutral zone, and he'll regroup it back to Weekly. Off the boards, Mahtomedi grabs it. That'll come outside the blue line. Hendricks just couldn't quite hold it there at the blue. Kirschner wins the draw forward, and then it's taken away by Mahtomedi. Now Hendricks gets in there, and Colmenero will have it briefly, but now it's Mahtomedi across the blue line, trying to center it. It's knocked away off a skate, and now Kirschner able to clear it out on the far boards. Mahtomedi across the line, a little drop pass here. Now they drop it again, and there's nobody home, but it is held at the line until Hendricks grabs it. Now it's Colmenero just off his stick and back to Davison. Davison trying to gain the red line. He does now and dumps it in, and that'll give Wayzata a chance to get 5 fresh bodies out there. Make that 4. Colmenero will stay and pursue the puck here. Hit there in the corner. And it's along the far boards, held in by Johnson. His shot hit Colmenero in the back there, and it careens over onto the sideboards. Pyle trying to grab it there. He does. Behind the goal now, looking for something. It's Johnson at the side of the goal. His shot is kicked away by Mahtomedi defender there. Now held briefly there by Turek, and now it'll come out to the neutral zone for Johnson. Goes around one guy. He's got the blue line now, trying to fend off Mahtomedi player there. He's bodied off the play, and now it's Mahtomedi outside the zone. Naraki for Wayzata defensively. And it's going to be Pyle behind the goal. He's going to leave it behind for Naraki. Rink wide now to Pyle. It's behind him. Was he onside at the line? Yes. Knocked away there, and it's going to come to Peterson down in the corner. Kurt's helping now. And it's going to come up out of the zone as Mahtomedi sends it off the boards. Now a battle there. Naraki taken down. Mahtomedi controls it, and now it's in front for a goal. Good passing play there by Mahtomedi. They knocked it away and found a guy wide open on the far side, and it's a 4-1 game. Center ice draw here, controlled by Mahtomedi. They send it down into the corner and win a race to the puck. Now it's Moldy and Davison battling there. Davison with a nice job to pull that puck out. He's hauled down and it's underneath his body here. Nice job by Davison there to get up and continue the battle. And now it's going to be Sauer outside the zone to Winfield. Winfield on the far side, kind of a shot pass there, maybe looking for Moldy on the backside. It's steered into the corner by the Mahtomedi goalie. Now it's the Zephyrs into Wayzata end. Nice job there by Moldy to prevent that centering pass, and it's Winfield with speed down the right wing, tries to cut to the middle, and it comes in on goal, and it's frozen. We got a face-off to the left of the Mahtomedi goaltender. Kirshner wins the face-off back to Turek. He gets a shot right on. Right pad save there by the Zephyrs goalie, and now Johnson will pinch down. Trying to keep it in the zone is Kirshner, and it's going to come just outside, but Johnson is right there. Now he's in the zone at the face-off dot, a shot, and a save. Comes back to Johnson on the sideboards. He sends one to the side of the net again, and Kirshner will grab it. Turek now will pinch on the right side. Hendricks covering defensively. And it's Mahtomedi on the rush now, and they'll just dump it in and wrap it all the way around the boards. It's Colmenero on the Wayzata left wing side. Kirshner trying to get it out. It's held in. Centering pass goes through everybody, and it's Hendricks now. He's content to send it out to the, all the way down, I guess. So that'll be an icing and back into the Wayzata end. This is Pyle off the draw, trying to chip one past the defenseman, and it's going to come to Pyle now on the wing, knocked away from him. Sent back towards Alstad, who controls it now. He's going to ring it all the way around the other side. Pinched and held by Mahtomedi there. Naraki now for Wayzata. Reverses course around one guy, and now Pyle's going to chip it off the boards, and Peterson's got an opportunity here. He's in the right wing side. He was on his off wing. He got a low shot that's saved by Mahtomedi, and now it's back outside the zone again. Pyle with an opportunity here. Kurtz gets onside. No, he did not quite get onside at the blue line. All right, it's Moldy on the draw. Comes to Weekly, then to Davison, then into the zone. Winfield there for Wayzata. Moldy in the corner. And now Winfield on it. Back to the point towards Davison. It's off his stick and all the way back into the Wayzata end. Shown with a nice play all the way outside the zone. The Zephyrs bring it right back in. They're onside at the line. Sauer there for the Trojans. He'll bring it outside and get it to Moldy on the right wing side. A little move there. He went from behind his legs back up to the front, and now nice play by Weekly to hold that one at the line, and then Moldy got a deflection that I don't think ever got on goal there. It was blocked by Mahtomedi defender, and now here come the Zephyrs outside the zone. They'll gain the red line and dump it in. Shown out to stop it behind the goal. He leaves it for Johnson. Up towards Winfield, just past his reach, and Mahtomedi is able to keep it in at the line. Now they've got an opportunity in front of the goal here. Good recovery by Johnson to lift the stick and prevent that shot attempt. Johnson reversing to Weekly now. Big hit there on the sideboards by Weekly, and now another opportunity on the sideboards. Kirshner trying to come out of the zone, a stick up really high there into Kirshner's head area. And now a shot attempt goes wide by Mahtomedi. And now Wayzata is going to take a penalty here. It's going to be Weekly on the, oh my gosh. Mahtomedi player absolutely just speared Weekly in the neck after that play. They're not going to get him, but Weekly's going to get the call. Ridiculous cheap shot behind the play there. They're only going to get Weekly for that one. So Wayzata will be shorthanded for 2 minutes with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the game. Mahtomedi will pull their goalie here. And the Zephyrs will call a timeout. All right, here we go. It'll be a 6-on-4 for Mahtomedi here. Moldy wins the draw back to Alstad. His clearing attempt, I think, maybe hit the ref's skate there, and Mahtomedi is able to gain control. Looking for a shot here from the face-off dot, blocked by Pyle. Turek over there for the Trojans, knocks it away. Turek will ring it around the boards, and that gets outside the zone. Will it be an icing is the question, and yes, it will. Nice play there by Turek to knock the puck away and send it outside the zone. It was just a little too strong, so the face-off will come to the right of Schoen here. Nice win there by Moldy. Back to Turek, who wraps it around the boards. Now Pyle takes a chop at it. It's held in. Nice block by Moldy here, and it's going to go down into the corner where Alstad has a chance at it, up towards Moldy. And Mahtomedi player lost his stick here, and now the puck's going to come outside the blue line. Zephyrs will have to regroup here. Now there's a shot all the way into the zone. Icing is waved off. Alstad rings it all the way around. Pyle over there. Turek also there. He'll fire it up the boards. And now Pyle grabs it at the blue line. He's got a chance with the open net. Shot and a goal. And that'll be the icing on the cake here. 5-1 lead now as Pyle with a nice play to knock it away from the Zephyrs defenseman at the line and follow up with the goal into the open net. Now it'll be Winfield and Colmenero with Naraki and Davison. Mahtomedi is still on the power play here. Now I think Wayzata is going to get another penalty. So they're going to end up with a 5-on-3 here. Shot and a nice save there by Schoen. Blocker save on a good opportunity from the top of the circles. Now, Wayzata content to let Mahtomedi burn the clock here because the 6-on-3, they'd be better to give the puck to Wayzata, but they're not. There's the shot right on, and Odin Schoen will save it and freeze it. That's one where, like I said, Mahtomedi should have just given Wayzata the puck because they had a chance to go 6-on-3, but for 20 seconds they were playing 6-on-4 until we touched it. Oh, but they're not going to pull the goalie here, so just a 5-on-3 with the goalie still in. Not sure I understand that with a 4-goal deficit, but there's Mahtomedi in front with a backhander. Nice couple of saves there by Schoen. Now it's in behind him, still in the crease, still loose. A mass of bodies. And Schoen able to cover it and get the whistle. We get more penalties here. I assume it's probably one on each side. Turek for the Trojans. They'll both get a roughing, so they'll cool their jets. It'll still be 5-on-3. Draw comes into the corner for Alstad. It's Moldy, Alstad, and Johnson, the 3 penalty killers. Wayzata gets one back now, so it's 5-on-4. Pyle joins the others, and now huge save there by Schoen, and then another one. Schoen sliding from his left to his right to deny a very good scoring opportunity in front there. And then he stopped the rebound as well. Puck is down here. It's 5-on-4 for the remainder of this one. 17 seconds left. Mahtomedi on the near boards here. They'll go across the rink. Shot there, blocked nicely by Alstad. He'll clear it off the glass and out. And now some more nonsense behind the whistle, or behind the play. We're going to get another couple of coincidental minors here. We're going to get a center ice draw. 8 seconds left in this one. Still 5-on-4 for Mahtomedi. Kirschner on the draw. Come on the sideboards here with 1 second left, and that'll do it on a 5-1 win for the Trojans. So we'll advance to play Rogers on Saturday at noon in game number 2.